Hey YouTube, what is up? I am Mike. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be checking out another band from Japan that I don't think I've heard before. This band's called LOVEBITES. This is Liar, their official live video taken from something called Knockin' at Heaven's Gate. I don't know if that is a maybe a live Blu-ray that they've put out or something like that. It's only a couple of weeks old. I normally will do a studio song first, but since this was their latest, I thought, well, I'll just dive right into the live because I'll end up there anyway if I like it. I know they're from Japan. They've been around since like 2016. They've got 4 records out, a few EPs, and it looks like probably also 4 live records, which is kind of a crazy number for only 4 studio records, if that's accurate. But I don't know much about them beyond that. It's possible that I've heard them before because I'm remembering now that a few years ago, the first time that I heard Bandmade just a few times, and probably the reason I didn't go back to them or any of the other bands that I discovered during that time, I just got way deep in a rabbit hole on YouTube of amazing metal bands, mostly female, from Japan. And I just went through so many of them in a short period of time. I literally don't even remember the names of the bands that I listened to and that I didn't. I may recognize some of them. There's one I remember I liked a lot that had a violin player in it. So if anybody can help me in the comments who that was, I'd like to go check out their latest stuff as well. But let's see what LOVEBITES sounds like, and if I like this as much as I've liked so much of the other stuff from not in the US. Oh, sorry, I did also read the lyrics to this before I started. I was expecting it to be in Japanese, but apparently it's actually in English. And it definitely sounds to me like this is about a breakup, a pretty severe breakup that is just tormenting the person that did not want to break up. Maybe even deeper than a breakup, possibly a divorce. They talk about, exiling me from our castle. So at least, living together, if not married. That's, what I took from the lyrics of it. Let's see where we go with this.
Took away my sorrow to feel I was your queen. Yeah.
Well, that is beautiful. I love the whole soliloquy at the beginning, and just awesome sounding power metal coming in right here. Fantastic players, you can tell right off the bat. Also, I have to say, just again, I've mentioned this in other videos when I see live videos from around the world. This may seem silly to you if you're not from the US, or at least from my part of the US. But what just happened there with the crowd, where they stopped and the whole crowd started, clapping with the beat. Not that never happens at a show in the US, but it never happens like spontaneously like that. It's always the performer encouraging it, and it never lasts very long. And I don't know, for some reason we just don't seem to get as excited in the US at shows as people do in other parts of the world, and that's sad. But also too, about this song, it kind of has an Iron Maiden reminiscence to it. At least that intro section did there with all the galloping bass and drums, and with the harmony guitars. Just gorgeous. Sounded awesome. I love the transition. Let's hear that again. And I'm definitely very glad I read the lyrics before this, because even though they are in English, just with her singing style, and sometimes the rapidity of the lyrics, I would have never been able to follow that. So I'm glad I did that. But yeah, she's a great singer. And I love what she's doing there, where that just repeating guitar lick over there, it just goes so much to fill out the sound, rather than just, playing the same power chords that she is, without having to resort to a bunch of tracks or something. I don't hear anything so far with tracks, although I see that grand piano over there, which makes me think one or more of them is a keyboard player, so that they may take advantage of that at some point. I don't know. I'm also curious too. I see all of them have backing vocal mics. I'm hoping maybe there's some big harmony stuff that they do that would really fill this out and just really just add to what is already a really cool song. Yeah, there's got to be a huge Iron Maiden influence with this band. It's not saying it's like a ripoff of anything they do. It's just a lot of their similar techniques. Really nice phrasing in that guitar solo, well thought out. Nice little harmonized arpeggio. Nice, ladies. Ooh. Wow. You don't hear that as often in music anymore, especially in like rock and metal music, where you take that key change up a step. And again. Okay, so there is a little bit of backing track there. There's definitely a synth back there. I got no beef with that when it's used tastefully like that. Damn. Hell yeah. Fantastic band. Absolutely fantastic band. I am very impressed. That such a it had so much mainstream sound to it in the choruses and whatnot, but also just so much musical achievement, I guess would be a way to put it. I mean, the drummer never stopped on the kick drum there at the end, just constant double bass, but yet it never comes across as just, as too aggressive. She looks like she's just doing it so effortlessly too. I mean, all of the musicians did, and the vocalist. Something I remember when I went down that rabbit hole of all these bands, and I was just blown away at the number of amazing female metal bands that I was seeing in especially in Japan. Because we don't see that here. Don't get me wrong. It's not like there aren't some. There are, but it was just a huge percentage. And I read something at the time. I don't know if this is true or not, because I haven't been to Japan. I don't know that much about Japanese culture. But I read somewhere that the reason that there are so many amazing Japanese metal bands and other bands of other styles too, but there's just so in metal you find a lot of really great musicians, and the reason it was given for that was that there's because of the less social pressure on girls growing up in Japan than on boys. There's parents aren't pushing them as hard to be doctors, lawyers, or whatnot, and they've got more freedom to explore the arts and whatnot. If that's true, that's interesting. If you're from Japan and can tell me if it was that just bullshit, or is that really, why we see so many? Because there's definitely something different in Japan about the number of just off the charts, super, super talented, ladies playing, metal music. I love it. It's fantastic. I love all the theatrics of it that most of them have. This band didn't have to seem quite as much on that. Still had a great look and all that, but just kind of, they're doing their thing. Yeah, that was great. I'm sure I will see more of them. If you can help me out with other bands that I should be checking out along this same lines, very much into it. Thank you for watching. My name is Mike. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.